you wanted to talk to me about your resource, your counseling center in Ghana.
Yeah. Yeah, actually we are starting a Christian counseling resource center in Ghana. Yeah, the vision is to be able to bring restoration and healing to broken families and broken lives, because there are a lot of emotional situations that are going on in the country. Now the church is much focused on deliverance, but not much on counseling. And people don't know what to do with their emotions and all the pain that they have. And there is also carrying today a lot of rise on divorce and separation in marriages. And it's just to bring that restoration and that healing to families, to couples, to individuals. Yeah, and also to train pastors. So one of the goals is to do healing and restoration.
Yes.
Yeah, praying with people, coming alongside and helping them through their pain. And so that they could find healing and be restored in their personality and to find their purpose for life. And the second is also maybe to do training and equipping for pastors, because the knowledge of counseling in Ghana is very low. The focus is much on deliverance. Yeah.
And how do the pastors see the aspect of counseling in complement as a yes? How do they see that?
Well, what I've realized is that with a few pastors I've talked to, and those are where they are very open. You know, when you talk to them about, yes, things that are spiritual can be dealt with through deliverance, but emotional, you cannot cast out an emotion. You need to process, you need to listen, you need to talk to the person so that they can find solution to your problem. And some of them are okay. They said, yeah, okay, that is good to know, but how do we do it? So it is a how to do it, they don't know. Yeah. And that is where we come in to offer the training, you know, and equip them with the right skills to be able to counsel their people.
And have you already trained a pastor or talked with a pastor about that?
Yeah, we have been involved in some seminars with pastors from various churches. Yeah, and they are very open. They are very open. There have been some series of seminars with pastors from various churches.
And can you tell me an experience of counseling a couple or a person without giving details, without just giving confidential information? Could you just tell a story?
Yeah, there have been a pastor of one of the big churches in Ghana and had a very serious problem with a wife. You know, their communication was very bad. The wife has gone through a lot of pain and rejection. And so it came to a time in their marriage where it was becoming very difficult. And so because she couldn't handle it any longer, one morning she just burst out screaming. And the husband, it has to do with one of their child. You know, the child couldn't go to school that day because he had some fever. And so the husband went out very early to visit a church member as a pastor. And when he came back home, you know, the child didn't go to school. So he asked the wife why the child didn't go to school. And then it is that the wife couldn't take it any longer because of the responsibilities and the difficulties. So she burst out and started shouting and screaming. And the pastor tried to talk and calm her down, and it was very violent. Seriously. She was shouting, the neighbors were listening, and this was a pastor who has a lot of influence in the community. And so he went to the room, and the wife followed him to the room. And she was still shouting because he didn't know what to do with all these emotions and what she was feeling. So at the end, the pastor was trying to go out, and then it's like she held him and pushed him inside. Yeah, and he also couldn't handle, and he just raised a hand to hit her. And when he did, then the wife said, well, you have hit me, I'm pregnant, you hit me, and the curse is on you. And that was a serious situation, I'm telling you. So he came to see me, and we had to talk. And so I realized that there was a communication problem between them. The woman feel overwhelmed. Yeah. And they pray, they do everything they pray, but the emotional things, they don't know how to handle it. And so I talked with him, he came down, he came to see me in my counseling office, we talked, and he came down, pray with him. And I asked that he should go and have quality time of talk with a wife, so he went back, they talked, and it started going well. Yeah, so he came to see me about twice. We talked, he went back, he talked to the family and things like that. Because at the time, the wife was even considering divorce. Yeah, she was thinking about divorce. And to pack her things and go back to her parents. But at the end, they were able to resolve it. But I also realized that the problem was that they didn't do any premarital counseling. They were not prepared for marriage, they were not taught on communication and how to deal with when issues from your background come up. How do you deal with it? So that was a challenge. And many pastors are getting those challenges. I know many, about 4, 5, 6 or more pastors who have divorced because of some of these difficulties. They are very spiritual, yes.
And this pastor,
yeah, but that's a challenge now.
And this pastor you talked to, and well, did you follow him? Did you follow up for a long time, or how did you process?
Yeah, he keep coming back and we talk. Sometimes he called on the phone and we talk, and he came several times, we process. And yeah, he has found peace now because they have found a way to connect with a wife, and they are talking now because he's been also be able to deal with his own issues. Yeah, and realize that, well, he gives a lot of time out to the church and visiting people, praying with them, but he's neglected his own home, and which is a problem for the wife. So as he found the balance, he's doing well. Before I came here, he wanted to come and see me, for us to talk and to thank for the improvement and the progress. But we couldn't meet before I left, so if I go back, I'll be able to meet him and we will talk.
Yeah, so you'll tell me how you...
Yeah, so I'll give you a feedback as to how he's doing.